We have a problem with Hollywood. The whole world does, you can say. For several months now, the industry has been shut down, movie theaters are empty, all the money invested is frozen or has already been lost. So all the superheroes, even those of my time, Stallone, Schwarzenegger, and others, are frightened by this 60-micron small virus. 600 shows that were supposed to be produced are all now being put on hold. The Academy Awards have been postponed, and now Hollywood is facing a dilemma with script writing. This is what I'm reading. The manner in which we convey the narrative will forever be changed. Everything prior to the pandemic will seem antiquated.
Naturally, we have changed a lot. In general, people all over the world have changed.
You see, people used to believe these stories, these soap operas, shows, and suddenly this disaster hits, which aims them to seek the truth, the essence, something which is quite different.
We have entered a new world. We're already different.
So what would we like to see? I'm interested as a producer. What screenplay would appeal to us? What would the world want to see? How will it change Hollywood?
As you know, I've never written scripts.
But you're a great playwright.
But those aren't my ideas.
They aren't yours?
It doesn't come from me.
The screenplay of the last generation that is unfolding now.
I take it from the sources. This is a screenplay. This is what we see come to life now. Schwarzenegger can fight for the truth here too. It is a fight against egoism which is holding us all by the throat, not allowing us to breathe. And until we grab a hold of the culprit's hand, of the serpent, of this scrawny old witch to break free of its hold, nothing will change. It will keep pressuring us all the time, again and again. Humanity will have to do it. There must be a hero. We have a need for a hero, because the hero is the creator. You can understand this. But we need the protagonist to be someone we can see, love, hate, agree or disagree with, be disillusioned with, only to later realize that it was all him. Him.
So you think we need a hero?
There must be a hero. We have a need for a hero, because the hero is the creator. You can understand this. But we need the protagonist to be someone we can see, love, hate, agree or disagree with, be disillusioned with, only to later realize that it was all him. Him.
But you feel that the hero is moving towards the creator? You really think that the time is ripe for such a hero?
We are already there. I am completely serious. We don't feel it yet. As usual, we only see things in retrospect. But we are already there. We clearly live in such a time. Very distinctly, mind you, expressly in the very midst of it. The first wave has already passed. The coronavirus that we see now is but the remains. This wave has passed, and we're already thinking and feeling differently. Everything is different. The virus goes through us as we cope with our own sickness. We see the world differently. We don't realize it yet, but later the awareness will come of how much we have changed and how differently we view everything now. Thus, the first wave has already passed.
So you feel that the time of hyperaction and violence in the movies has passed?
You can even see this in the youth that was still interested in it a mere 6 months ago. You can tell if they're still interested in it today. I'm confident they no longer are. And the preteens that are growing up will not have any interest in it. It would seem to them as an antiquated Hollywood of the last century.
So they'll be looking for something beyond this action, this violence.
They'll be looking for a greater action, and greater action comes from the inside rather than from violence or from having thrown someone off the 20th floor as he hangs onto an airplane wing in mid-flight. The need will be beyond the mechanical action, beyond the imagery of the framework of this world. It will be internal.
The internal scrutinies of a person.
Yes, or it could be about a war like the coronavirus is waging on us. And you see our protagonists penetrate the travel inside the human body, inside the human society, fighting this virus which wants to smite humanity. And as our hero, our protagonist is wrestling with it, he begins to realize that perhaps he should not be fighting it, since everything that it does is good.
The virus does good?
Yes, he thought he needed to destroy it. But no, he needs it to help it destroy human egoism. It only aims to destroy the ego and not harm humanity. Just the opposite. This is how it is saving humanity.
So he realizes the benign mission of the virus, which is aimed against human egoism, right?
Yes, of course.
That once we neutralize it,
the protagonist suddenly realizes that if not for this virus, we would be headed towards the destruction of our planet. Had the virus not come to show us now, but in another year or two, we would have surely destroyed it. It actually sounds like a great title for a script, The Battle of the Virus.
this is what we should call this video. Great.